Hey there, folks. I'm here wishing you a belated Happy New Year. We resume Princess Crown in Dwarfland, where we seek the magic gem of Earth. That's what we have to give to Heindel, so he'll tell us about how to go back in time and prevent Edward's death. Well, if we talk to the dwarfs here, they would tell us that a monster has moved into their gem mine, and so they can't do any of their mining. And I am trying to go to the gem mine here, but this guy is blocking my path, and that's because I forgot that we have to talk to the king first. So let's do that. Alright, royal permission obtained. We are off to the mine to see if we can get that little monster problem cleared out. And it's just a tarantula. We've certainly dealt with our share of those before, and this one is no different. But since it's a scripted battle, I will leave it in as always. And while that's running its course, I would like to beg your pardon for being a while with this latest update once again. I've just been stressed out of my ever-loving mind. But here I am with a long weekend and a little extra time on my hands and a little extra relaxation on my hands, so that helps matters. That didn't work out. You know, I kind of wonder why all the tarantulas seem to be royalty. Maybe only royal arachnids are assholes. Like the rank and file of the tarantula world just never get into fights. And one more hit ought to do it. I said one more hit. There we go. Took too damn long. And with that, Gradriel is going to head back on to the king of her own accord. And he, of course, expresses his gratitude for letting them get back to work in their gem mine. And this other dwarf here busts in to say that they've just found a very unique gem in the mine, and what do you know, it's the very magic gem of Earth we've been looking for. And because we've just done all of Dwarfdom a solid, the king is going to let us have it. Lovely. Before we take that gem back to Heindel, though, we're going to hang around Dwarfland a little longer to check out one of the local attractions. Heading this way will bring us to the truck race area, which is a not particularly interesting minigame, but I'll demo it anyway. This guy will sign us up for the truck races. 70 gold to enter. And here he's just telling you how it works. The long and the short being, you use the C button to build up your speed, which costs power. You can collect mushrooms to restore your power. And you press up to jump and try to avoid rocks. Collecting gold is also a possibility. I completely screwed this up the first time. I managed to miss pretty much every mushroom and hit every rock. I think instead of sponsoring a dwarf, Galadriel ought to be able to do the truck race herself. She'd probably break her back trying to operate that tiny handcart, but it'd still be kind of funny to see. In theory, it's probably better to use your mushroom power on the uphills so that you accelerate uphill rather than it slowing you down. But in practice, as long as you just keep grabbing mushrooms and maxing out your speed as often as possible, it doesn't matter all that much. I didn't really lose by all that much, even though I did really terrible there. So we'll give that one more try. And if you say no to the second prompt, he skips the explanation and just says, okay. Let's do this. Everybody's supersonic racing. Try and keep your feet right on the ground. At least this time I'm managing to not, actively avoid the mushrooms. A winner is me. And when you win the truck race, you get some sort of prize. In this case, it's holy water. Nothing terribly exciting. I think it's randomly determined what you get, but there may be some sort of formula to it, I don't know. Anyway, we're off back to Heindel. And we bring him his magic gem of earth. And he explains that to the east of Dwarfland, there is a tower where dwells a demon named Shadow, and Shadow is protector of the Time Stone, which we can use to go back to whatever point in time we want, and thus prevent the death of our buddy Edward. Heindel says, go back and prevent Edward's death, but don't do anything else. And I guess, not needlessly dicking around with the past is probably a good idea. Time paradoxes and all. Now, what I'm trying to do here is activate a thing where you give him red magic gem, one of the fire magic ones, and he sends you on a side quest. But it doesn't seem to be working. Now, I try that one more time before it hits me. The reason it's not working is I'm trying to give him a gem with a single charge, and he will only accept one with the full 3 charges. Fortunately, this dungeon is full of tarantulas, and tarantulas frequently drop the gem recharging red potions, so it's not too hard for me to bring that gem up to full capacity. And while I was doing that, I ran across a basilisk, which apparently is a random encounter now. Haven't seen one of those since Aquastep. Even without a reflect scroll, they're not especially difficult now. Ha! Hoist by your own petard, aren't we? And that, as they say, is that. Anyway, we can take that fire gem on back to Heindel now that I've got it fully charged. And he tells us about a tower near Lowgrove, where he senses the presence of an important item of some sort. So there's another side quest for our list. Yep, he took the gem, just checking. We're also going to make a stop back in Nelt, where in this house we find a mage who was looking to create a potion of invincibility, but kind of screwed it up and ended up turning himself into a Frogger. And what he needs is a pointy herb, and as luck would have it, I fought a demon on the way here, and demons drop those, so I have that ready to go. Alright, dude, there's your pointy herb. And for our assistance, he gives us the final piece of the legendary musical score. So now that we have the whole thing, that's one other item for our itinerary, which is to head back to the mage in Valenidine Town, or not the mage, the minstrel in Valenidine Town, and give him the legendary musical score he's been seeking. Here, however, is the tower near Lowgrove that Heindel told us about. He said there was some kind of important item here, and Lord knows we like treasure. So despite what turns out to be a rather irritating layout for a tower, we'll do a little climbing here and see what we can find. Oh, can't go that way. Alright, what if we skip the staircase and plow on straight ahead to the right? That's not going to work out either. This is what I mean about this tower having kind of an irritating layout. You have to take a fairly exact combination of staircases and such in order to progress all the way to the top. Anyway, we've got one path left to us, which is to take the staircase but go left. Seems counterproductive, but it gives us access to this stairway, which is what we'll need to use to proceed. Level 6 bandits? Really? Damn it, tower. Ugh! Okay, so we have to skip that staircase, it looks like. It's both left and right up there are no help at all. And then it looks like we're going to need to take a stairway here. Maybe. Well, at least we are getting a level out of all this wandering. I suppose there's something to be said for that. Well, hey, new monster type. It is a griffin. And is it wrong of me to observe that the griffin has a really nice ass? Because, I mean, the griffin has a really nice ass. Come on, you could bounce a Kennedy $50 off of that. Anyway, it's kind of letting us get away with murder here. Just one Shoryuken combo after the other. They can fly, incidentally. And there you see where the threat is. When they're not letting us beat the crap out of them, they're fairly fast. Can do some reasonably damaging little claw combos. And it looked like it was going to do something with some kind of tornado summon there. Fortunately, that was headed off. Heat jar. That's enough of you, Griffin. Be still and trouble us with your Calipigian hindquarters no more. Anyway, here we get the notice drop, which allows Arya to sometimes tell us what monsters are around when we enter an area. This is more irritating than actually useful, but hey, we're being completionists. And here we are back in Valenadine Town, where we're going to hook the minstrel up with the legendary musical score. And he's going to sing every bit of it to us. I'm just going to display that in captions. I'm going by the translation guide I'm following here, which does take a lot of liberties with the text, so I make no promises about the accuracy here. And yes, that's a lot to read in a short period of time, but, you know, that's what the pause button's for if you need it. So it would appear the legendary musical score is a bunch of backstory about Catabato. Weird. Anyway, in return for bringing him the legendary musical score, the minstrel gives us the Cure Drop, another piece of fairy candy that, true to its name, allows Arya to periodically restore some of our HP in battle. Certainly a good deal more useful than the Notice Drop. And with that very old side quest finally put to bed, we're going to call it a day. Next time, we'll be headed to the tower east of Dwarfland in order to recover the Time Stone. But until then, this is Un, saying thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.